So the 2020 holiday season is going to be big with the launch of two brand new gaming consoles, the Sony PlayStation 5 and the Microsoft Xbox Series X. First, I'm going to show you the specs of the consoles and then we'll chat about them. So the PlayStation 5 we'll do first. The hard drive is going to be a custom 825 gigabyte NVMe solid state drive that can actually be upgraded. The processor is going to be a custom 8-core AMD Zen 2 that clocks in at 3.5 gigahertz with variable frequencies. The GPU is going to be based on AMD's RDNA 2 architecture with up to 10.28 teraflops and 23 compute units, clocking in at 2.23 gigahertz, also with variable frequencies. The RAM will be 16 gig GDDR6. Also, it'll support USB hard drives. It can also play 4K Blu-ray discs, 4K gaming at 120 Hertz, and 8K gaming as well. It supports 4K gaming at 120 Hertz and 8K gaming. Has 3D audio for more immersive sounds. It has a low power mode, and it's backwards compatible with PlayStation 4 games. So for the Xbox Series X, the hard drive is a 1 terabyte NVMe solid state drive. The processor is an AMD 8-core processor, clocking in at 3.8 gigahertz. The GPU is also based on AMD's RDNA 2 architecture with up to 12 teraflops with 52 computing units, clocking in around 1.825 gigahertz. It also has 16 gig of GDDR6 RAM. It supports removable storage via 1 terabyte expansion cards provided by Seagate. It's backwards compatible with games all the way back to the original Xbox, 4K gaming at 60 frames per second and 8K at 120 frames per second. It has variable rate shading, quick resume for multiple games, and smart delivery. So looking at those specs, they both have some pretty amazing things going on. The thing that scares me is the price tag that's going to come along with them. Personally, it hasn't been confirmed, but personally, I think that the price tag is probably going to start around $700, mostly because GPUs and solid-state drives are very expensive. So here's a few things that you should note as well. PlayStation 5 has variable frequencies that allows for both the processor and the graphics processor to run based on demand. As far as the Xbox, Microsoft is allowing for 1 terabyte expansion cards built by Seagate to be used on the new Xbox. They slide into slots on the back of the Xbox, and Microsoft has chosen to use PCIe 4.0 connections with internal and external solid-state drives. This allows for quick speeds no matter which hard drive that you use, whether it's the internal or external. You can also use your old USB 3.1 hard drives from your Xbox One. Now personally, I grew up playing Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and then switched over to Xbox and never looked back. I got the original, the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One S. Honestly, I love the Xbox controllers for the 360 and the One, but the quality of the console with each generation seems to go down. It's almost as if Microsoft, when they try to do more good, they end up screwing up a lot and end up doing more bad than good. So that could be interesting to see on this next console if they really boost the quality up, or if they just go for, hey, we can do all this, just maybe not very well. So I'm kind of curious to how that'll work. Because the two things that have really kept me from switching to PlayStation are the controllers, because I absolutely hate the PlayStation controllers, and the fact that I've invested in so many games on my Xbox. So I don't know if I will end up switching to the PlayStation 5, but I'm highly considering it, especially with some of the issues I've had with my Xbox One S. However, with the new consoles, while it seems like the Xbox is more powerful, they both have a lot of perks, and I don't think that either one is actually going to pull any loyal fans from the other. And honestly, with the new Xbox's name and design, it may run people away. I mean, let's be honest, it is ugly, and the name is horrible. Granted, being a Series X, they might put out a Series Y, a Series Z, or maybe this is just a ridiculous name that they threw out there. But my guess is that they'll have multiple variances of the Xbox. Now, the renderings that I've seen of the PlayStation 5, they look pretty cool, but we haven't. Sony hasn't produced anything yet for us to see. And let's be honest, PlayStation has better exclusives. Sorry, Xbox. I love Xbox, but Halo just isn't that great. Either way, the fan bases won't really be moving from one to the other. The which one is better is going to continue to be an argument. Honestly, I think Microsoft has the better specs, but PlayStation, it's been around a lot longer. I think Sony has a better idea of what they need to do to remain as the best console out there. So we're going to see. Personally, I've always been more of a fan of the Xbox, and I'm hoping that Microsoft builds for quality on this one. So anyways, tell me what you think down below. I'd be happy to chat with you, especially PlayStation fans. And I know I'm getting some hate from Xbox people, but I'm sorry, I don't like Halo. But anyways, tell me what you think. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe.